I can see her lying back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Remorseful Leprechaun. It's been so long. This remorseful leprechaun. Cheers. This remorseful leprechaun didn't quite come out as previous ones. The starting gravity was 1075. The final gravity was 1020. Couldn't get it to go below 1020. I think I know why. I would have liked it to have been 1015. Would have been perfect. As it was 1020, that got it to 7.3%, I believe. I have to go back and check my math on that. Which that's a perfect gravity for me. It's a nice sessionable beer, as Wally would say, for the Dean's List. I think it's a tad bit sweet. Not too bad. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's good. Just got to clear up a little bit. I normally get a lot clearer. I did this with a fast ferment, so this time I racked out of the fast ferment into my bucket, and then into the 6.5 gallon glass carboy. And then I put that into this. So I got it off. Actually, I drained the yeast first. Then I drained the beer into the glass carboy. Then I put the glass carboy into the refrigerator to cold crash for about 2 days. And then I kegged and carbed for 2 days. So it's got gelatin in it. It's gonna take a little bit for the gelatin to, I guess, keep clearing. It'll probably take another week before it gets really clear, but I'm not gonna hold off on getting it clear. I'm gonna go ahead and bottle that up probably this week and then start busting out some beer mails to some of you jokers. Some of you, I owe one. Exciting stuff. Besides the fact that all my favorite sports are starting back up. I got me some of that. Got me a whole bunch of Pilsner. Got me some flaked rice. Flaked rice. And I got some white wheat malt. Also got an array of hops. But I am gonna make a Brut IPA. And the Brut IPA is gonna be for a local beer competition that's here in the old town next to where I live. There is a pizzeria that is pretty cool pizzeria. They have really good, like, all natural ingredients and fresh ingredients on their pizzas. It's a little hotty toddy, but it's really good. And while you're waiting on your pizza, they bring you a little bowl of olives. You know, you never really get olives. You can never appreciate them until someone brings out some nice oily olives. And then they have, you name it, on tap, and they have an incredible beer list of bottles and cans. So they're sponsoring their first annual homebrew competition, and they're going to award the stipulations are, it has to be either an IPA or a pale ale. It has to be between 4 and 7% alcohol, and you have to use certain hops. I think they got Chinook, Columbus, whole bunch of other ones. There's one, I forget, there's one that I'd never heard of before. Anyway, a lot of the typical ones, but there's no Citra. They have Falconer's Flight. So anyway, you have to use the hops that they specify. What I'm gonna do is probably target the 7%, but my starting gravity is gonna be I think like 1056. And I'm hoping this glucoamylase, that's how you pronounce it, all you chemists out there, I'm hoping that is going to get it down to like, 10.2 or 10.00 or 1002, 1002, 1003, whatever. And so it's gonna be a brut IPA. I think that will be good for this competition. And I also, I sent an email to the folks that are running the competition, said, hey, I'm thinking about doing a brut IPA. You specified the style, but you didn't say you couldn't do a brut IPA. Are you guys okay with it? They said, hey, that's fine. Just label your intent. If you win, then you get to scale up your recipe with DC Brow. And a lot of you guys I've sent DC Brow to, the Corruption, I think, and On the Wings of Armageddon. I know I've sent that to several of you. They'll scale up your recipe and you get to go brew it with them, and then they serve it through, they serve your beer on tap at all of these this pizzeria's got a couple of different locations, and they'll serve it in DC. How cool is that? So I know some of you guys have done that before and it looks like a lot of fun, so I'm gonna cross my fingers. I'm thinking doing a brut IPA might just be enough. I mean, a lot of folks, there's a DC Homebrewers Club, and there's gonna be a lot of those folks kind of competing, I would imagine. But I'm thinking, in order to stand out, it might be cool, for the contest to have a brut IPA. One, I've really got to punch the hops. I mean, I'm looking at like 29 IBUs, and I'm punching the hop in the whirlpool, and I'm gonna let it ferment all the way out, which is what I read. Let it ferment all the way out to its terminal gravity, so that would be 1002, 1003, and then put your dry hops in. So yeah, I'm gonna go heavy on the Falconer's Flight, because I know that DC Brow, On the Wings of Armageddon is all Falconer's Flight. So I know the reason they said use these hops, because I think that's the hops that they have. So if you're scaling up the recipe, they don't want to have to be ordering any crazy freaking hops. So anyway, that's the activity. I'm gonna brew that on Saturday. Very excited, as you can tell. Yeah, and that's it. That's my update for this week. Yeah, got a couple of emails from a couple of beer mails from some folks. I've already been posting some of the reviews. Got a few more beers in there that I'll pop out at some point before it starts to get warm, and I got some Imperials sitting in there that I need to get to. So yeah, that's it for this week, I guess. It's been a good work day today. I've been doing a lot of work kind of out of my normal office, but I got to go in today, and it was a fun work day. I got to use my noggin. Anyway, hey, have yourself a happy homebrew, and have update on the house. I've been posting some videos. They've got concrete laid, and maybe I'll have some of that video in here. I don't know if I do. We're doing the driveway too, so they'll be pouring the driveway here soon. So house is still in shambles. Update on my neck. Check this out. This is cool. Can you tell? I mean, look how straight my scar is. So I had one here, and now this third one is here. It's a nice clean scar. I'm so happy. That surgeon, he rocks. Anyway, have yourself a happy homebrew, and have yourself a very, very happy homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. That is a remorseful leprechaun.